Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and today I'm streaming the Lord of the Rings Online. You might not believe it, but I am actually before my scheduled stream time for once. But today we are going to be checking out the new instance that just opened earlier today with the Before the Shadow expansion. That's going to be the theme today, but there's going to be plenty of time to do other things, and what I mainly intend to do is, yes, check out the instance for one, but two, also, I plan to get back to leveling my Stout Axe Dwarf Rune-keeper a little bit, at least in the Swanfleet zone he is still in. He's still pretty early into the zone, so there's plenty of that to do in between instance runs. So how I am envisioning this will work is, my kin, we have 8 o'clock for a scheduled time today to potentially run the, or I say potentially because not too many people have signed up, but to run the 6-man, we might have to do some pugs. Raya, I recognize that name. I think we've actually played with them sometimes in... Oh wow, you can travel to Mossword. I forget I don't even have the travel on this character. But yeah, might have to do some pugging for the full 6-man version, but do intend to run the full 6-man version of the instance. But I thought to start off this would be really different and interesting to me, is running the solo version at level 129. Why this character? Because I was kind of curious how much XP it gives, and this character seems to be a good option to test that, just because he's one I've been playing recently, and one I actually do want to level up on. So we can see how the instance does for XP. I don't expect it will be too much, but for all I know, it can be surprising. I'm also curious what the loot is like for below level cap, and this character might give a little bit of a hint what you can get, at least on a solo run and non-level cap run, for two things of interest. Got cats crawling around. Got cat and cat cam, and the other cat was crawling around my feet, but she left. But yeah, excited to get back to some Before the Shadow content. I know it seems like every single time I sit down to actually play anything related to Before the Shadow, it's not questing and leveling. My, like, actually progressing through the quests in the two new zones, I mean Swanfleet and Mossword. We had early on, I got wrapped up in the delvings a little bit. Those were quite exciting, especially for just challenging solo content. That was definitely fun. And then also, I got wrapped up in my Warden's Virtue XP. The Virtue XP boost weekend got wrapped up in that, and having very high virtues on my Warden, which basically meant running a bunch of delvings again. And then we've also done the skirmish sometimes, which has been shorter distraction, but still a distraction. And then we had... last time we had the double XP weekend, so I decided to level characters that could actually would want to take advantage of the double XP weekend and progress the reward track. That was another really big thing with that, was the reward track. You got double XP on that. So I got really high progress, at least for me, on the reward track, and that was great, but that meant I wasn't leveling my Before the Shadow character. And today, we have the new 6-man instance, which is going to ultimately take away time from the leveling character. Now, did I say the time? I don't think I said the time the kin is planning to gather. That is about 1 hour from now when we'll do the 6-man version. So I am starting off the stream with the solo version, and I have to... Oh, cat. I have to be honest, I don't know the exact way. We have it marked on the map, but I don't know the exact way to get there, or perhaps the easiest way would be the better way to phrase it. I know how to get there the non-easy way, because that's what I did in beta, but I'm going to try to find a slightly easier way, but still go from this general direction in the east, so you don't have to go like all the way around, which would just take a little bit of more time, because I am planning on running anybody who joins the kin group to the instance, so we can all meet up there fairly easily and all have it unlocked. And hello, Icelick 101. Okay, so we are up here. We're sort of vertically above the instance entrance, at least. And I think what happened in beta was that I fell down, but I got the discovery when I fell down, but I did not fall in, let's say, a safe area. So let's see if I can try to get this right. Or what would be, like, if I am looking to take a group of people here, what would be the way I'd take them? Because for me, I just jumped down there for fun, but maybe we can hop pillars a little bit, or maybe there's a actual drop-off point. Okay, it looks like either way there would be some jumping, but we'll see if this is a safe way to jump. Only an 11-second injury, but that's because of the update to that. We get back on our feet much quicker, or at least they heal much quicker. Necrolik, you are wondering which method is faster at leveling, solo dungeon or questing? So for solo dungeons, that's probably going to be relatively slow. You can solo some 3-man instances though, which aren't bad, and I know Thickle Gundu at level 120, you have to get quite high level, but that one is very good actually, the solo version of that, for just, if you're just looking for fast leveling and nothing else, that is pretty decent for that. Also, we got the discovery, there is some mustering horn here. That is actually nice to see. I feel like I haven't seen that at a LOTRO instance in a long time. So I do like that. There are a lot of people gathered up here. Well, we're about to go inside. In fact, if we walk to the portal, it'll pop up automatically for us which one. So this is going to be listed in other. And I believe you can only run tier 1 for the solo version. I'd love if they've introduced tier 2 and 3 for solo. That'd be kind of on the theme of the delving system, having higher tier solo and technically duo missions, but having that available for regular instances, I would love to see. I'm going to run the level at 129. Oh, it looks like somebody's inviting me to the 6-man. Oh, actually, I might join them. Okay. Takes me long enough to type. Okay, so we're going to actually divert the plans. That's the person I waved at in Bree, if anybody is wondering. But they are inviting me to the 6-man version. And hopefully Warden's okay for DPS for them. But I thought it'd be nice. We can actually start with the 6-man version, then just run it later. I mean, today's main theme is checking out the new instance, so I think it's better to start out with the 6-man. We can save the solo version for later, but we have the discovery and all of that. I also have to remember that character's name. Can y'all see? Y'all can't quite see this cat right here. Oh, there she is. But yeah, I'm interested to see. I have seen somebody sent, the credit was to Frost, but somebody sent a loot information, drop rate information, which is kind of rare for LOTRO. It's really nice to see. Oh no, I'll just sit here. It's always awkward when you switch an alt and don't know what to say. But hopefully they recognize my name. I guess I should say hello. Any... Oh, he's already summoning me. Wow. Okay, looks like they want me to join Discord. That's okay, but I'll be on push to talk with them. And then I need to Control V. Oh yeah, Tales for the Trails. I remember that kid name. So I will take 1 second to fix my Discord settings and make sure the audio is all good before I join them. We have it on push to talk, and input and output's good. Hello.
Before the fall of Cardolan, in the aftermath of the war with Angmar and the great plague that followed.
Okay, so I believe all is set with that. I am on push to talk with them on Discord, which is, it's something I haven't done too much with, let's say, out of kin groups. So That is a slight bit awkward.
None. Wary, foolhardy, ever
But hopefully my voice activity for the stream is okay, but I might be listening to them a little bit for the strategy, just as a heads up. Let's see, I guess we're going to do our whole eat food buff thing. I think I have level 131 food on this character finally. Unibad tier food. And let me make sure I'm actually in DPS spec, because I have been in blue line a lot for the delvings lately. But I think I'm all set on that. Hopefully, do I need wit equipped? Probably don't need wit for tier 1, so I will replace that with fidelity. And I believe we are good to go. I don't expect tier 1 to be all that difficult, and good evening to you, Bella. But we'll see how it goes. See, the problem is when I'm with a pug, or I don't want to quite call them random people, because I have played with a couple of them that I at least immediately recognize the names of. Like the person that invited me recognized. There's like that extra pressure to actually make sure I do what I'm supposed to do. So far it seems pretty easy, but we are on the trash fights, and I think tier 1 in general in LOTRO, I think this is a good thing, but it is fairly easy. Typically get better challenge, and I think more interesting content starting on tier 2. And then typically, I would say the past couple expansions, starting with the pre-Gundabad stuff, level 130 stuff that is. So that'll strain morale. But yeah, typically have done tier 3 at the higher end, and then certain fights occasionally have done higher, like Den of Puglok, the first boss, is super easy to do on tier 4 and tier 5. I think this character is finally to a point where he can run higher than tier 1. He was kind of very poorly situated when he got to the level cap, which of course was recently. And then basically the delving since before the shadow launch, this character has improved quite significantly. I'm not playing all the best right here, but final boss on tier 2 was a bit challenging. I look forward to that a bit. It's kind of a really messy environment, to be honest. That's one thing that, like, my initial look in on the beta was that it was really messy environment. I feel like, let's see. I feel like it's something frill density, turning that down to 0 will probably be basically required for this outdoor part. Okay, now I will go back to helping with kill things. As far as I know, the last boss never came into beta. I think it sounded like they want it to be like a little bit of a surprise what it was or something like that. Not having gone through the quests, I don't know if it's related to the quests, but puddles and frontal attack. That sounds like what we have to worry about here. I always notice this at, it seems like the weirdest times. I have no idea what bleeds phased, but... Okay, those ads have a decent bit of health. Obviously, I'm not targeting them. That's more for my own convenience. But next time I might try to target one to see how much health they actually have. Okay, this is a distributed damage attack, so probably good to stack up there if I had to guess. Oh wow, he's dead. I honestly was just going through my rotation and stopped paying attention to his health. So, that was nice to see. Oh, and we got an enhancement rune for that. That seems about worthy for the effort, to be honest. That wasn't all too tough. We had a little bit of a challenge during the puddles, but otherwise, not too terrible. Did like... I do find it kind of funny, though. I feel like I have a lot of morale now that I got above 1 million on this character, even in DPS spec, but then we have the Guardian here who has 2 million, and it seems like that is with the buffs, but without like temporary cooldowns or anything like that. Got diseases. That's just going to be a annoying dot. Oh yeah, and they fixed Never Surrender. Not Never Surrender. The other thing. Seize the Moment. I meant to actually go over some of the patch notes. I kind of forgot there were some somewhat interesting things in them. Seem to have some sort of eye. But there was an issue with Never Surrender that has made playing the yellow line a little bit tougher than before. I think it was not triggering on gambits, if I remember correctly. It's something I just noticed in general. I was not getting frequent triggers of Seize the Moment, but that seems to have been fixed. I'm definitely getting it triggering properly now, though. But it wasn't something I was paying too much attention to before. I don't think it's worth sweeping on the next low health. That's a lot of mobs. Trying to think, compared to Great Barrow, it has a little bit different mobs that I guess there are Barrow what are they called? Are they called candles in Theater? I'm just kind of wondering if this is supposed to be a callback to Great Barrows, because there's one of them, maybe it's Sambrog, that has a hall that's very similar to this with two, I would say, oh yeah, they're archers. They're not really decent sized groups, but at a point in the game, I remember those actually being somewhat on the, not really tough, but not as trivial as basically they are right now, where you can just run through and all that sort of stuff, but it kind of gives a vibe kind of like that. Oh. Oh yeah, this fight in on beta, when I was running the solo version, basically just ran in and pulled everything and didn't pay much attention, but I think he's going to try to pull all of the lights. And just make sure we stay far back enough to not engage the boss yet. Okay, guess that's close enough. This room is also Orc Marison's the Great Barrow, but very reminiscent to Sambrog Final Room.
You are brave to have made it this far.
Okay, there's something that can give us 60% incoming damage.
Part of your story. It will be the end.
I missed the exact details because I was busy talking, but something to look out for. Looks like we are targeting the puppy first. I want to stay in the middle right. We're supposed to remove the corruption. Usually I don't remove the corruption unless somebody first tells me to. What do I do with these rings? Use. Okay. Oh. What do I keep clicking with? Oops. Okay, I thought we each just had to click the urn once, but it sounds like you, as a group, need to click every urn, so... Yeah, that was a little bit more, I guess, engaging because it had that. It looks like the shield is basically the same as the skirmish shield, except I got the DPS one instead of the tanky one. I don't know exactly how I feel about that with this character. Checking my stats, I like the DPS one better. So hopefully I don't become too squishy with that. Now, no idea what this is, since this was not open in beta. Unless it was open in the beta, like after I played, or there was a beta that maybe I wasn't aware of, but either way, don't know anything about this fight. Sounds like we have to kill ads before they reach the boss. That's like Irobar's, not Irobar's Peak. Reminds me of Irobar's Peak. Sounds like more puddles, could have imagined. And more ads. Hey, counts for... Oh, there's a Slayer deed for this instance, that's nice. Always nice to see those. And then General Cardinal deed, which I guess I've been getting progress from the missions, which also is nice.
Of the dead shall flourish, and there sit in judgment evermore. The kingdom of the dead awaits.
It's got a pretty long speech. Shadow Strike. I'm guessing that's a frontal AoE. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. see how this works. I wonder if he can slow and root these guys. No. Oh, that's gonna suck for lore masters. I always know every time I talk to a lore master when mobs are immune to CC, they always feel like they're left out. This would be a part of the Before the Shadow expansion, if that is what you're asking, Borislav? I have no idea which one I'm targeting. Oh, that would be the boss. Can't target him. That was a kind of interesting DPS race. I feel like I could have been more optimal during that. Looks like we're good to go. Wonder how many tiers that corruption has, because as far as I can tell, it reflex. Yeah, reflex effect. I'm gonna go down with that. Oh wait, I did that totally wrong. Oh well. I was going to say I'm going to try to be a little bit better on just efficiently using battle memory is the big thing on these balls of light, or balls of darkness, clouds. They're not really balls of light even though they have that same icon. They're essences of fear. Jinky, you were wondering about Warden's sword versus spear though. Sword would be technically a little bit better, but last time I looked into it much, it was a pretty minor difference overall. And I personally just greatly prefer spear, so I use the spear. Oh boy, he did a debuff wipe. That ain't good. Okay, we need better corruption removal. That is what I've noticed. I'm guessing that's going to be really bad on tier 2 and tier 3. Seems to be a not dot friendly fight with that. Put my javelin debuffs up. Oh man, is it another phase? Oh. Sword is a little bit better. It's getting a little bit messy. I noticed at one point I had an eye over my head, but I'm not entirely sure what that did. I think it drops a little. For when they do voice acting, it's not that frequently. I know Before the Shadow has some, but not a ton. So one thing for me, a lot of the cutscene type quests that they have that just have you sit there and watch NPCs talk, but then it's just text floating above their head, to me, those are some of the most boring quests in the game. I would love those to be voice acted, but yeah, as far as I know, it's quite limited which ones are and are not voice acted. I don't know if I've noticed a pattern, honestly, with any specific expansions. A lot of these ads aggroed, but it's hopefully okay. I think the tank's got them. Okay. Yeah, so let's double. Oh, we completed it. Or I completed something. Yeah, the eye drops a puddle, so I just wanted to do that out of the way. I should probably just remove that corruption removal. Oh, don't need to use goad. Well, let's make the best of it. Oh, alright. This is a much longer boss fight, I will say. And what's next? Oh, that's it. That was a pretty fun fight. It was a little bit longer, but like the ads, there was a lot going on with that puddle dropping the eye, yada yada yada. That is a really weird piece of gear, to be honest. Oh, it's a BOE. Really? These drop BOEs? Is it supposed to be a BOE? Was that shield a BOE? No, the shield was fine to account. I don't know if that tank would want this. I don't think I want that. I'll check if any of them want it. I need to move the cat. Not allowed in private encounter. Sounds like everybody in the group's having the issue. Not allowed in private encounter. There we go. Got in. I don't know if it was because I walked in, like, basically walked smack into the portal. Wait, what? That pocket item. I wonder if I could sell it for hundreds, thousands of gold on the auction house. It's just got really weird stats. If y'all, I know it can be hard to see since the text is small, but if y'all cannot see, it has a whole bunch of finesse, like 98,000 finesse, which is plenty. And then it has physical mitigation, a ton of physical mitigation. So I think with those two, you could say it's geared for a tank. It also has vitality, incoming healing. So it's basically a tank pocket item, but it's just still weird to me. Okay, so we are running tier 2. This will be, at the very least, slightly more dangerous. And they have corruptions. Evade chance and run speed. And of course, double health and all that standard tier 2 stuff. So I'm sure that reflect corruption's going to be amazing on the last boss for me. Well, we pulled the tree, but all these spiders are grouped together right now. And there we go. It sure takes a minute, but once that minute passes, I at least have some decent damage. think those spiders are not attacking me anymore. Subtracts 20% morale. Yeah, I think this is a fun, relatively short instance. One of the things that I like is the relatively few and short trash fights. I think the beginning to get to the first boss is a little bit long, and then, you know, it's a little bit long as in... Let's see, what was I trying to say? Wait, effect, subtract 100% of maximum morale. That ain't good. Yeah, aggro on all those guys. But yeah, typically I like short trash fights. It's one of my big complaints in instances, group content raids, etc. Not just in LOTRO, but basically in any game, is when they have like trash fights take significantly longer than the boss fights and you're just sitting there forever. And to me, they're typically the less interesting fights. They're a nice break between bosses. To me, that's what trash fights should be. A little bit of breather, chance to use your AoEs and the such. Trying to stay out of that puddle and still hit these things. I don't have my debuffs up. Especially when the mobs start getting this much health in higher tiers. Those become more important in these types of fights that maybe less so when you just kill things super quick. Oh, that's all a lot of corruptions. Increased damage and increased outgoing damage and decreased incoming damage. And then Daniel, he said, my last horde and leveling video was great. Glad you liked that one. And when will I do one for more classes? I think Minstrel is going to be the next one. And that I want to play my higher level Minstrel a little bit more. So beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe a good target could even be something like end of this year, but a more realistic target would be early next year for that one. And then I think, what would it be next? Champion, probably? I think Champion's the priority I had was definitely Warden and Minstrel, and then I do think it was Champion after that. Puddle. I could just do another spear sweep. Trying to be careful to not walk too deep into that room to pull a boss or anything. There's lots of corruptions in this instance, though. We have, I think the top two choices to remove those would actually be the, oh wow, I almost got locked out, Guardian and me. Okay, the crawlers have a decent bit of health. I'm going to try to wait to sweep until the next set of ads. I forget how many waves of ads there were on tier 1. I also don't know if it's the same on tier 2. Okay, I think I avoided that. Furious Slam just sounded scary. I used the wrong gamut there. Can't interrupt. Oh. Is there only one wave of ads? Okay, I definitely would have played that differently if I knew there was only one wave of ads, but we'll recover. Well, first boss still easy. And enhancement runes. So same as last time, just enhancement runes, still purple enhancement runes. We are only on tier 2 out of 5 tiers. Somebody got Adroit rather. Warhammer of the Black Grave. I think that's pretty similar to the skirmish as well. I don't know, do the first 2 bosses just have the same loot as the skirmish as far as I can tell? It might be slightly different itemization, but the same types of items like offhands, bows, etc. A range double attack. That is a very funny name. The reason it's funny is because the A was not capitalized and it's just called a range double attack, not like range double attack or double attack. Oh, plus range damage. I think our main concern for corruptions would be like the minus incoming damage ones at this point. Wonder what we're gonna do here. Well, use my consumables while waiting a second. Oh, it looks like we're waiting for the tank. Did Hunter use Burn Hot? I think I saw an animation like that. If so, that was unfortunate timing. Okay, so the gear you also don't seem to be able to disenchant into embers. I know the pocket item I looted is completely BOE, so I guess for that one it makes sense. But the other pieces of gear, and similar with the skirmish, it would be nice if you could disenchant those into embers. And then for locks, I think this still follows their new lock system, which is questionable to me. Looks like you can do 3 a week, I think it is, for tier 2, tier 1, and maybe tier 3, and then 1 a week for tier 5. But I'm not 100% sure on all those. Oh, looks like we're back. I'm going to stay a safe distance away until I kind of have to get going in melee range. Looks like we got the warrior targeted. I had the plague bearer at one point targeted. Oh no, don't want to use the boot. There we go. I'm gonna try to use some fancy heals. It's honestly probably just worth a run back at this point. If you retreat, you're at the start of this cave. Except I must have a valid target. Okay, I still have aggro on things. This is such a mess and I love it. You can't have a proper new instance without dying. I guess I already died due to the reflection, but yeah, I have my death for this run. Now I don't have to die to the reflection on the final boss. Also, apparently I've seized the moment. Clear that out. Hello, think code. I think I was targeting somebody underground. I have this eye. Because I think that is one you're supposed to run away with. Yep. So that'll take half of my health. It says that it does minus 100% morale, but it seems to do 50%. 2 a.m. in your country, think good. At least you were watching the best LOTRO content at that time. That would be way too late for me, to be honest. Oh no, we're getting this warrior. Oh, somebody already removed corruption. By the time I build my corruption removal up, it's already gone. You know, just for fun, I'm just going to put bleeds on him. There we go. I just wanted more bleed icons. Oh wow, you really can just pull not all of these at once. Although I kind of wonder why the crawlers have to be full elites. Reminds me of, what was that Osgiliath instance where the crawlers were like, I think at the very start, and maybe spread throughout a little bit, like really dangerous. If you let them hit you, they could do like an almost one shot and apply a bunch of debuffs and slows and something like that. Wow, we're running way up here. I don't imagine I would have been too successful in this instance without all of my delving runs since the launch of this, so it makes me feel a little bit rewarded for my upgrades. Rather than just upgrading my character, actually like realizing some combat benefits from it. I think I already used that gamut. Oops. Debuff. Hopefully, okay, it looks like we're pulling partially up. I'm just gonna do my AoE morale tabs. Hope I get a bleed. I don't think I got a bleed on any of those. Oh well. And take my time here with the damage, just be extra careful about aggro really. Yes, Warden Dots can crit. In fact, there are some traits that help boost their crit chance and crit damage in the red line at least. Start attacking the archers here. I still find that ranged double attack so funny. You know, I could do something crazy like apply these enhancement runes. I think I interrupted one, but there's so many inductions from these guys. Now that I know how this fight properly works, I will help them a little bit more with the thing we need to do. And so we have to click the urns. And initially, from our first run, I thought you just had to like each person click one. But it is as a group, you have to click all of them. So this time, I will actually work on that. Work on clicking more than one. I think if we follow the same format as last time, I can maybe get 2 on this side, but I think we'll have the range folks working on all on that side. We have 2 hunters and a Rune-keeper. Rune-keeper is yellow line as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, dog. What does it say? Interrupt.
Shadows take you.
Blight. Did 1.1 million damage to me. I don't know if it just did my maximum health or like if it was a 100% morale type thing, which ain't too fun, or if it was something else. I wasn't paying the most attention. And then I think there's going to be one more set of urns. Is it going to one-shot me again? Nope. Oh wow, it almost one-shot me. Okay, I need to actually start playing slightly better. Whew. Excited to see if I get another new Warden Shield from this. And I did get another new Warden Shield. It's one whole item level higher, but hey, that's an upgrade. Wonder what they look like. I still almost have the full delving set, just need the gloves. I'm excited for that. Oh yeah, I should eat my consumables. And then I am basically toast if we do not with the corruptions right away. So that's something I will definitely help with, but with all the dots. Reflect is not friendly. Oh yeah, he has a really long speech that I assume we'll have to go through. Let's see, Alexia, you said you took Recklessness on Warden and 2 traits, say bleed damage and light damage, are both damage over time stacking. Yes, those bleeds does do that, and light damage as well. So a lot of the, like the AoE light dot, the damage over time component is light damage, and then the bleeds, of course, are the like single target ones here, among other things. Like Unerring Strike, that does impact the bleed.
Once I served the ordained, no longer. I forsake my master,
Yep.
he who abandoned me to the enemy. He who left me broken and without form.
Not fun to have dots up when that comes up.
In his kindness, the Witch King of Angmar has granted
I should pay attention to his speech so I actually know when it comes up, so I don't just spam.
forgotten by the men of Cardolan. In time they will all remember me, and the tales of old shall
Omega Flare,
fear
he said, "I played LOTRO for a long time. One thing that bothers you, it's hard to determine from the game's visuals what happens to you when you take a huge hit." That is, I definitely think, a reasonable take. Like that blight that, like, got me, can you all even see this? It got me very close, basically, to being one-shot, and it one-shot other people. It's an uninterruptible abduction, but beyond that, have no idea what it was. And it's hard to see in the combat log. Like, if I didn't see that in the combat log, because things can scroll really fast, especially if you're a dot-based class like Warden, then it can be tough. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my corruption removal banked up. I don't know when he puts that up. Yeah. I got 1 tier of the corruption down. So every time you get hit, it's a 5% max morale. There we go, that corruption. And it's a little with the corruptions, but
curse you.
okay, they're putting DNF on me now. I feel special. Man, I got myself a hope token, but that's okay. Okay, these little essences of fear are definitely a tad bit tougher on tier 2. Sounds like you get some sort of fear if they reach the boss. Beyond that, I don't know what happens because, hey, they did not reach the boss the first time through. They seem to wipe dots, which is really annoying. At least that's not too terrible of a buff. I shouldn't have stared at it so long. Oh, this debuff wipe. That's just like, it totally kills the Warden. I don't think Warden's going to be a meta choice for the boss fight. Yeah, well, he only has 40% extra damage, run speed, whatever else. That's not a good game, but okay. At least it does damage, just not the one I intended to use. Okay, get this guy and then I'll sweep. think as much as I talk about sweeping while playing LOTRO, especially my Warden, that I would... Got one... Once again, I got one tier of the corruption removed, but I'm going to have to actually wait a minute before I take the res. Okay. Yes.
I will not abandon this vessel. Not yet.
Okay, looks like we're going other side. Although the other one was lower health. I was just wondering if we should focus on one or two instead of trying to AoE them all down, basically. Hopefully my bleeds at least stay for a little bit here. He only had 4 buffs again, so that's not terrible. Oh, somebody else interrupted. I think I used things out of order, but it's okay. I guess I don't need to worry too hard about just pumping damage right now, because he's going to do his thingy. Like it's going to phase here.
You shall be mine.
Oh, do we hide?
No hope remains.
I don't know if people are hiding. I feel like my rotation's totally messed up right here. Oh, I. How long does this eye last? There we go. Oh, cat. They have never done that before. Oh, I am feared. Wow. That's a long fear. A lot of us have eyes too. Sorry, cat. Okay, just doing a little bit of stabilizing. Hey, my cats came with me when I was away. There's another fear. I think I am going down with that, yeah. I don't think I can take that res either, because the RK's down. Oh wow, 44 million. He still has a lot of health off. This is a long fight too. There we go now, I got the res. Wow, we already have a replacement for the person that's leaving. But yeah, that was at least a bit more of a challenge. Who was it that said that Team Machine, that the final boss on Tier 2 is a bit challenging? And definitely the case, and I think especially so when you have all bunch of dots on the boss when they put up their reflect. Oh yeah, taking the cat's 24-hour bus ride. That would be very long. For me, it was roughly an more or less 8-ish hour drive, which it's like just short enough that they don't seem to have much big issues with it, but I do keep spare litter for them, but they just never want to go out of their... Well, they kind of want to go out of their carriers, but they have no interest in drinking water or using the litter on these trips. Yeah, I guess as I've been talking about, one thing I should do is put up some enhancement runes. We could continue working on that one. I have one. Do I have a yellow enhancement rune? Do not see a yellow enhancement rune. How about a purple enhancement rune? I do have those, so I could get up my mastery. Which I think... Do we have full buffs right now? Okay, we definitely don't have full buffs right now, but I still think I need some mastery, and that would of course help me save on mastery essences. Okay, so aside from typing in kin chat, Maroon? He said, first time to catch me live. Glad you like the content. Hopefully you enjoy catching me live with this live stream. There's the mace that dropped for... That is going to be for the hunter. That's not terrible. I like that it doesn't have primary stats because they're just so inefficient. So let's see if I can be nosy and inspect them. It looks like they didn't end up equipping it, but they have oh, that has a lot of crit rating is probably why, that sword. If I had to guess, but of course I don't know. Oh, is that BOE as well? Oh no, it's not. I think we're waiting for the new person to get in because one of the people in the group had to go, but then they left the group and like exited the game while they were in the instance, so it's going to take a moment for them to completely go away, and then I think the new person can finally get in. I believe, is what's going on. In the meantime, there is a cat cam that got all messed up because the cat knocked it all around, but hey, wow. There's also another cat right here anyway. There's the tail. Oh. Oh, they're on the outside. Okay. I think. Man, I feel like I'm just going to cause troubles here, but hey, tried to help. You can see my frames. Uh-oh. What frames? Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Hey, I would say cat is back, but it's actually a different cat. There's different cat. Slightly differenter, skinnier, much more well-behaveder cat. Oh, character portrait frames. Oh, can you? Oh my, I misread that. I read that as I can see your frames. I was like slightly confused. Okay, so for the frames, these are all that I have. I have a whole bunch of them. We have up to the 11-year frame, even though I've been playing now a tad bit over like 12 and a half years. But I was like just past the deadline for whenever the year would have been. Anyway, Adventure Seeker, Shadowbreaker, Blaze of Hope. Blaze of Hope's my favorite one, but there are some newer ones that I have on this character. I think Louisen might have some of this character doesn't. I forget, but those are some of them. Anyway, what was it? Blaze of Hope? Yeah, that's my favorite. Okay, now I have to try to find my food in here, and I did not do what I was supposed to do. What I was supposed to do was apply my enhancement runes. It's not like it's going to make the biggest difference, but it'd help. So let's see. I was going to ask, do you want me to take it light on the damage outside of the ads? Did I not get the hope token buff?
The kingdom of the dead awaits you.
If anybody is wondering why I'm playing bad, it's actually on purpose. So I asked them if they wanted me to go light on the damage. Hello, Rift Magos, by the way. I think I totally forgot to say that. I'm going to not focus on damage and focus on staying alive so they don't just have to like waste a res on me to kill the boss a little bit faster. I'm still going down-ish though. So many corruption tiers to remove. Hey, there we go, I lived through it. So he'll have one more of those. But we seem to kill him fast enough, at least to advance the phase. Okay, we're gonna work on the left side first. And it seems like these Essences of Fear drop debuffs, which is also really annoying for Wardens, but like right there, drops some of my bleeds, not all the debuffs actually, but a couple of my bleeds were just randomly dropped there. So I think to an extent, focusing on just upfront damage might not be terrible. Okay, hopefully we get this guy. Which of course is not Warden's specialty, but I can do what I can there. Okay, got that one. We're going to go with this one, I believe. Put debuffs up. Okay, I'm thinking we'll have this one. There we go. A lot of lag right now. Okay, and again, I'm going to go light on the damage. I'm going to get my corruption removal ready and basically try to spam the corruption removal. Hopefully I don't put too many bleeds on him as I'm trying to not do too much damage. Buff myself as much as I can. I think Maddening Strike and Impressive Flourish are okay. Just don't want too many dots on him, that's a really big thing. And then I think at this point I'm just going to... I'll put my debuffs on him, that's fine. But at this point I'm just going to wait for the corruption removal and then I'll have my corruption removals ready. There it is. So now I can do stuff. Somebody really use Hammer Down on a rabbit for 1 million damage? Seems a little bit excessive. Like, I'm guessing the hammer struck with such force that the rabbit's already buried 6 feet down. Oh wow, Surety of Death did not hit because he was out of line of sight for a second. Some incredible dodging skills by this Essence of Fear. Thin Red Mist, that does sound like the rabbit indeed. The thing is, I want to go in range dance and do normal stuff, but I guess it's a question of how long would something like Range Resounding Challenge actually stay on him, and then you also have to factor in the chance to proc. I think staying in range dance would actually be better to proc whatever it's called, Seize the Moment. But we're doing a good job only getting 3 buffs on the boss instead of 4, so that's progress. And we haven't wasted in combat reses on me. I don't think he does another corruption, but if he does, I'm going to make good use of that DNF. Going to try to put some buffs on myself, but we'll go on that. Okay, somebody got the hope. Wait, I thought I had the eye. Either I never had the eye or it just randomly disappeared. I think we're about to get ads too. Okay, I'm getting ready for the ads right now. That's why I'm redoing the stuff that I just applied, but it's for the ads. And all the ads ran away. Okay, I might have still hit some of them. We just need one more hit and I'll get a thing from that. Ooh. Oh, some lag. Wasn't bad. I get a bleed on him. I'm gonna do that one to be ready for the AoE with the ads. Let's see. I'm having a hard time picking apart the tank and the captain, actually. Hello, Jefferbit. Unfortunately, I'm a tad bit busy right now, but I can take care of that issue momentarily. Oh, here are the ads. It's decent timing, actually. Just don't push the microphone far away and into my shoulder. Oh, that was a bad induction. I'm guessing that was maybe not interruptible. There was a ring. Sorry, Piper. Yeah, let's see what ad are we getting. Oh, ideally not that one. I do have moderators, but as you can see, I can maybe use even more moderators. Warriors have so many corruptions, it's probably worth removing those. Although I don't know if they just keep like practically instantly stacking up. Getting out of that. We'll heal the Rune-keeper. I play on Landball, I think that was the question. Jefferbit, I forget, are you a moderator on my Discord server? I believe you are. Oh, I am stuck. Wait, what? Oh, I gotta get out of this. This is bad. If you want to be a mod on YouTube, you can. Oh wow, did we get it done? I stopped paying attention to his health again. Amazing. That was amazing. More excited to see what the loot is on tier 2. Did not actually expect to be running tier 2. And sounds like this time the Guardian was able to interrupt the fear. Oh, what is that? Oh, wait. No, that's not a gold tracer. It's a heraldry. Still. I got a... Oh, fate. Why does it have so much fate? It's item level 477. This is a really exciting bracelet. But it's got fate on it. Like... Nobody wants fate. Anyway, still exciting to get that loot. It's just kind of funny itemization to me. I know heraldries can be a bit tougher to get, so check. That works for me. Ah, no, you can just have it. Oddly enough. I still have that tracery. I need to replace it. This is still a major upgrade compared to my bracelet, which you all cannot probably see. So I will show that. Let's see, I don't even have my stream preview up anymore. But, okay. That's a safe spot. Anyway, with the bracelet upgrade, it's a very exciting upgrade. Mainly in vitality, finesse, and crit. It's an upgrade on all those, but then it has a ton of fate, which fate does provide some stuff. That's what I was going to go into a bit of detail into. It gives me some crit rating, which is actually nice. It's, I think with that much fate, it's actually somewhat significant amount of crit. It's going to be roughly another 24,000, even a bit more. So that's going to push it up over 50k crit. So can't discount that. And then also a little bit of tactical mitigation and finesse extra. Yeah, thanks for the invite. That was fun. All right, I will see you later. The awkward goodbye from Discord. Anyway, yeah, Jefferbit, if you do want to be a moderator on YouTube, that is fine. I'd love to have you just have somebody else for when you are on streams. As I mentioned, I do have other moderators, but they are also not always here, so just increasing the number of moderators will help. I guess I can actually leave the instance. Oh, I wonder if I had my VIP town services up this whole time. I did not. Fortunately, I only died like 4 times or something like that. I guess I could have just left the group. I don't need to be in the group with the tank anymore. Okay, let me check what... Wait, leave instance. I'm like, I already left the instance. Let me check what... Oh, yeah, Bella was here in a mod, but that is when you go to feed the cats. That's an okay excuse. Oh yeah, so putting in essence in this, I think I'm finally to a point where essence choice is actually somewhat more interesting than just physical mastery, because I need more deeps. Oh wow, I just saw that. That person posted for the instance on our Discord, and I totally missed that. But yeah, I think it'll be an actually slightly more interesting choice in terms of, here, I'm going to just totally unequip this bracelet and then equip this one, and we can see the crit goes up by 56,000. Just for percentage, if anybody is curious, that is 0.9%. And apparently that will still permanently bind it to me. It actually says it binds in an hour, so that did not in fact permanently bind it to me. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so now I get to see if anybody in my kin wants to run. Can you play or switch servers with the same character? Can play or switch servers with the same character? You can transfer servers. It costs LOTRO points. This character, he is wearing, this would be the anniversary set, I think from the 14th anniversary. It's one of my favorite outfits in the game. It took a while to get used to the, is it called elbows? Elbow pads. That definitely took a bit to get used to, but now that I got used to it, I like the full outfit. Also forgot to put the gloves back on. Oh, that's because the set doesn't have gloves. I forgot about that part. Should I go on my Rune-keeper? What do y'all think? Should I do the next run, just have some variety, do it on my Rune-keeper? See if the Rune-keeper can get... Okay, so, organizing groups. It just makes me feel like I'm pausing the stream, but trying to still be active here. So we have somebody who just got home, it sounds like, that wanted to join, but they knew they were going to be late. And then we have two other people wanting to join, so we'd be looking for one tank. I don't know how hard it would be to find a tank. If anybody in chat is a tank on Landfall and wants to join, there's an open invitation. Otherwise, I'm going to open it to world chat. That would be the next step. Yeah, low-level fellowship quests are going to be tough to find on anybody. Let's see, I better join Discord here. Still on push to talk, but this time going to be with my kin and people I know a little bit more. One cat behind me on the cat tree. There's also one cat right here. Let's see. Oh, that cat tree. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Pretty good. Actually just ran the 6-man with tier 1 and tier 2 with Tales for the Trails. So yeah, I got roped into that in a positive way, like an hour before 8 o'clock, but took us a minute, and it sounds like that's good timing for you anyway. Oh yes, guy did ask where the cats are. God, monuments are very expensive. Currently trying to decide which character to go on. Hey, Para. Okay, so we currently have, wait, one person in group. Let's make that 2 people in group. And then we have one person who is switching, but I think they are on a non-kin alt. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. Yes, it looks to be a non-kin alt. Probably have to take a moment for them to load. This one drops... Sorry, what was the question? Oh, so I've only run this tier 1 and tier 2. The shields and offhands and bows seem to drop frequently from the first and second boss, and then I got a pocket item on tier 1 and a bracelet on tier 2. I don't know if that's high drop rate or like pretty similar to what the Gunabad 6-man has. Pretty frequent. Oh, those are all from the delving. They drop from tier 7 to tier 10 chests. I got them, I've done a mix of tier 7 and tier 10 and some other random tiers to get them. People are wondering, for some context, where I got my gear, my good OP gear that I'm actually like somewhat up to par on nowadays. We could just try with 4 of us if you all want. Or we can get a couple extra to be safe. Yeah, if you know somebody before we open up to world chat. And then I can start summoning you all for the discovery. They conveniently actually have a mustering horn here for once. I don't know the last time I've seen a mustering horn at an instance. Let's see, who did I do? Somebody in the group said, oh, they just disappeared. But they said that they might have somebody else, a couple other people to join. I think it'd be an interesting challenge to try with 4. I still don't know exactly what character I would bring. Oh, looks like we have somebody declining. But just trying to summon them when I can. No big hurry with it. That armor, I believe, is the Before the Shadow armor. It's the one that I'm not as big of a fan of, but died. I just want to double check that. No, that is actually not the case. Yeah, that's different than the Duna 9. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I have seen that armor before, though. There are so many people here. Yep. Oh, I have the thing to upgrade the cloak. That's right. I just have to get the cloak to drop. That's from the skirmish, not this. Also did not get a necklace. Just to point out, this one can drop that necklace that you can upgrade through the That's fine. We can try with just 4 of us if you all would like, or before we open up. Okay, sounds like they are good to invite more people. Okay, in that case, I might switch to my Rune-keeper and try to find a tank. So I'm going to pass. Niora, if I pass you lead, can you hand it back when I swap? Alright. Okay, so I'm going to swap to my Rune-keeper again just to get some variety and in case we need a good, somewhat dedicated healer. Hopefully that summon still works. And yeah, for me, personal interest variety, see what the Rune-keeper gets to drop on the first 2 bosses where I got a Warden Shield. I don't think there's anything comparable for a Rune-keeper because their riflers are like the class item, like the Warden's carving, I think. And then they have their rune bag and their rune stone. They don't have anything else, so I'm guessing they're kind of out of luck for loot on the first 2 bosses. And then the last boss might have something for my Rune-keeper. Or that I could even, if it's bound to account, potentially pass off to Louis. If this logout ever finishes. Maybe. Well, while waiting for that, I have a cat. Well, I was able to click. Let's see, I can click enter Middle Earth now. She is awake. She's just like pretending to sleep in her little ball here, but her eyes are open watching me. That's taking a minute to load. Okay, ready. And then would one of you all be able to summon me? Oh, that's a travel. Don't want to do that. Wait, what is this last one? Oh, Wildermore. Okay. I'm going to filter all these on this character because he's way past that point. Thanks. Oh, I read that comment totally wrong, Bella. But yeah, cute little pink patty paws. She always has a night bookie right there. Yep. Healer can work. We can make it work. And then somebody wants kind of a tank. Somebody noticed. Oh wait, y'all can't see the game. That doesn't matter anyway. I mean, there's not much interesting going on. Just getting people invited into the group and typing my LFF chat. Somebody's promoting my channel on Brandywine. That's scary. But whoever that is, thank you. I need that. How do you make that shrug? Oh, that's gonna take way too long. Oh, somebody else said it for me. Okay. Okay, looks like we are getting the Warden a summon. They have a lot more morale than my Warden. Glad I decided to switch to Rune-keeper, because that would have been, like, deflating. Not actually, but... maybe I should have specified tier 1, but... wait, did I give them the summon? Oh, there we go. They're about to take it, okay. And then I totally forget how to play Rune-keeper. Do I even have a red line set up anymore? Ah, this would be my red line setup. I'd rather play red line, I think. But it's gonna take me a minute to click through this. This is basically a clicking simulator at this point. Wait, I don't necessarily want that with the runestone. Let's see, I get that guy, these guys. I think I want this one. No, I don't necessarily want that. At least for this content, we'll see. Okay, I think that is everybody, so let's start. And just to have something applied, I'll go ahead and apply this. Let's see, I think we have legendary items. I have... oh yeah, there's that issue where you can't equip, you have to unequip both. I honestly don't know with tier 1. Yellow would probably be helpful on the bosses, especially the last one though. Okay, so I got my red allies equipped. I have no idea how good or bad they are. And then I still need to spend some trait points, but probably crit defense, and then that one gives fate, this one gives crit chance. Oh, vivid imagery, that's actually an important one for me to get, and epic conclusion. Hold up, we can't get that many healing stuff. Oh, that's a bad spec. Wait, did this not... oh, this didn't save my thing. Alright, we're having lots of troubles here. I also should... I should totally reformat how I do this. Where's my... there's Essay of Fire. I need to work on my Fire Rune-keeper. I was not ready to actually play a Fire Rune-keeper. This is bad. I forget Scathing Mockery is actually like decent now too. I'd honestly probably be more useful. I hate to do this, but I have to. I can't play with a spec that bad. I just gotta pretend like I'm helping kill things here for a second. See, when it's been too long since I've actually properly played Rune-keeper, I totally forgot about all the actually useful stuff in the heal line. And then 1 point in that, and there we go. We can boost vivid imagery more, but I will go this route. Mending Burst isn't useful, very useful, but I think that is good. So when we're out of combat, I'll actually apply that in. Now it'll be more productive for the group. For DNFs, I will probably do the Minstrel. Oh, there's actually a brief window when I could have applied. There we go. As a random tip, having frills turned down might be helpful here so you can see. I know I did things out of order, but that's the way it is for now. One thing though, moving out of puddles would actually be easier in the yellow line. Okay, I think I've settled in with the Rune-keeper a little bit, but it has been a long time since I played Redline and any sort of group content. Been a while since I played Rune-keeper in group content. That's, well, yeah, not healing. Oh. I was just typing in fellowship chat that at some point ads will come out and we can probably just AoE them. This time we have a healer. I think last time we had our captain working on healing. Yeah, there will be, especially later on. The last boss, it will be very important to remove those quickly. Alright, Warden can loot. And yep, enhancement runes. Do we want a different outfit on this character? I'm not on good about it anymore. I'll go with this one. I need a pointy hat. It's also been a long time since I played any class with inductions. Maybe I should have myself as target assist so we're focusing on targets. That means I would have to actually prioritize targets a bit more too. We'll go this way. This is bad, I'm not tanky. I'm also so used to doing like just single target things, or not single target, solo things on the Rune-keeper. I know that's a little bit redundant with what I said earlier, but it's like some of the things I do from, that I basically pick up from Delvings. What is this eye? Oh, just marked, okay. It's like that didn't look like any of the very deadly eyes from before. DNF is coming off. definitely want the plague bearers targeted here. The whole dynamic in a group just feels so much different to me when I am supposedly the one leading it, like right now, and actually having to pay attention to my target and things like that, compared to even when I was new on my warden. It was just so different, and now that I've been here a couple times even. Gizzlewink, yes, I definitely do enjoy the World of Warcraft expansion so far. To me, it's actually the most fun I've had in the game since... Alright, I'm gonna have to go through the puddles. Wish me luck. Most fun I've had in that game since a very long time. Yep. Yeah, it's been too long. That is for sure. I was thinking classic vanilla. This guy's stuck. Yeah, I think he's on the warden. Oh, I don't want to use combustion. There we go. After we clear out the room, yes. I need to fix floaty names. Whatever settings I have for this character, and I think the default for my UI is not the one I want to set up, because it has floaty names on for every friendly player as well, which sometimes it's nice, but typically I don't like that in group content because the names just get in the way. We want the plague bearer to be the technical target. It really doesn't matter at this point though. Just target the dead light, because why not? I also think, do I have this shown on my warden, like everything progress added to the reward track, or am I just paying attention to little things now?
You are brave to have made it this far. But Sarch Vorn will not be a part of your story. It will be the end.
Okay. The urns, I realize the rest of the group isn't in Discord, but the urns will be on the outside, like on the outskirts of the room. And something happens if we don't click those. I don't know exactly what though. And then there are 3 more. Yep. And then at least on tier 2 there's another set of that. Whoops. I wonder if I got myself killed? Does not appear to be. Yeah, they got me a res though. Well, the first 2 bosses fine. If I can target the chest, I will loot it. Alright, hope I got stuff. People, good stuff. I did not get anything useful. Warden got a warden shield. Who could have imagined? Captain got a shield. Captain shield, basically. Hunter got a mace. That's a good chunk of crit on that. Especially, like, if you do factor in the fade even. It ain't terrible. And, what'd you guess? Minstrel got a minstrel shield. It might take me like 10 minutes if I were to type everything out. So, hopefully it goes well. I think on tier 1 it's fine. Not really needing to know what to do here. I also don't have any hope tokens on this character if someone... Okay, Minstrel got it. This is my neglected Rune-keeper, so he doesn't really have anything like that in his inventory. There won't be urns, but there will be... Oh, corruption. Have to remove that. Yeah, it's really hard to hear you. There's a corruption. And then we have to kill these clouds before they get to him, or they will buff him. So on tier 1, we might be able to spread out the damage kind of decently, but on tier 2, we had to kind of concentrate on them. So I'll shift over to the other guys. I think on tier 1 this doesn't seem to be all too terrible. Didn't I survive? No, I died once on tier 1 on the Warden from the reflect, but did not die twice from what I remember. Okay, good, we got rid of the corruption. This group's a bit better about the corruption. Yep. Yes, on tier 1 and tier 2, the reflection doesn't seem to be as bad on tier 1, but I did start noticing it. And I think it's also just on playing Rune-keeper, so even though I do have a good chunk of dots, I don't have as many as the Warden. And yeah, it's the main effect I take away is the reflect, but it is true that there is probably another effect. Mainly because in the tooltip I see that. Okay, so in this phase, as I typed in fellowship chat, interrupt will be important because he has a really long fear induction. I keep forgetting about Scathing Mockery. Just ingrained from the old days when that was. In this type of fight it would have been useful, but most of the stuff I did, again, leaning towards solo stuff, didn't really get much use out of it. Okay, where's the Plague Bear? It's going to say by the time I get my targeting down, ads will be dead. Cat piqued the interest of another cat making scratchy noises. Okay, how are we doing on ads? It is nice to play Rune-keeper. I sometimes forget how much I enjoy the Rune-keeper. Like, there's a reason it's my number 2 class. I just haven't played it much lately. Oh, there's also that one I was thinking about leveling, but honestly don't know if I'll get to that today because it's already so late. We've run... The main theme again was the instance. I just thought there'd be more downtime. I didn't expect to run this right from the start with another group. Okay, trying to target the warrior here. Oh, the warrior's dead. Well, that works. Got Dead Slayer of Cardalin done. And there we go. Yep, the completed phase. Well, there we go. Tier 1 done. Oh. Okay, I guess I'll actually loot. Hey, somebody got a teal piece of gear. The hunter. Wow. I see you got a teal piece, Nure, but don't you love the outgoing healing? That's a funny piece of gear. I could see Bay Warnings, Captains. You know, a healer, I think a healer, Minstrel, could also use that. I was thinking tank at first with all the tactical mint, vitality, and max morale. Okay, the Minstrel wants it. If the Minstrel wants it, they can have it. Broken Grave Bracelet of Will. Technically, this is an upgrade. It's BOE, so I could trade it, but it's a pretty significant upgrade for this character over 430. Tracery wise, I got combustion damage. There is actually a chance that that's a useful tracery. This character, he ain't doing too well. Okay, I have combustion damage, but it's 430. Oh, this character needs to reforge his allies too. His allies are still 465 cap. Wow, that's funny. I think dwarfs can make good captains. If you're wondering more performance-wise, I am not too sure for captain if there's anything, say, bad with the dwarf, as there might be with champions, like them having slower animations. At the very least, they wouldn't make bad captain tanks. Oh, it's not letting trade. I got a yellow bracelet, which is better than nothing, I guess. On there, it looks like the hunter is not using one of their new weapons. Let's see, Burglar was seeing if anybody wanted that weapon. I was kind of thinking, what character of mine could potentially want that weapon? And I don't think any of them, to be honest, right now. I'd have to get up a champion or something like that. Jefferbit, thank you for joining the stream, and again, becoming moderator. Do appreciate that help. This character, yeah, maybe at some point I should give him a little bit of love, but he ain't doing too great right now, but hey, eventually run some delvings on him, he can get some stuff. Problem is I still want to get the delving gloves on my warden. Either way, I feel like, I don't know, for some reason Before the Shadow to me is more interesting or exciting endgame wise than I expected it to be. Yeah, unless y'all want to run the skirmish, I'd probably be up for some delvings. Once again, I have to decide this character or my warden, though. Yeah, doing the... I don't know if I went on my warden, he might be better geared for TO. I'm about to just... yeah, my warden, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I have no idea what I'm trying to say anymore. That Rune-keeper that was healing me got me totally off track with that. Okay, I'll try again. So, I meant with my Rune-keeper, I don't know that he can do anything productive with that. So on my warden, I don't know if we'd have a good group for trying tier 2, but if y'all are up for it, if we get 2 good pugs with that. Six-van version of the skirmish. Wow, this is low FPS. Usually it just takes a moment, but that's a long time at 20 FPS. Actually left the group as well. I think Willow and Periel are still in the old group. Anyone? I think if just one of you leave, I can invite you both. Sorry, I got that all messed up. I'm gonna see if the people we're just playing with. Definitely better. Okay, I asked, oh, I cannot say that full name, but my mail from Tales for the Trails. Yeah. But I believe that they switched switched characters, so I don't know who they're on. Okay. So we're still trying to form up, I believe, this time for the skirmish. Somebody had a really loud noise going on in Discord for a second. It sounded like a vacuum right at the microphone. Oh yeah, I could have searched the... Okay, maybe they did end up going off. Well, we can try just getting 2 people if y'all want to. I don't know if it'd be better to stick to tier 1 then, or... I'm up for whatever, really. Yeah, I think that would depend on what we try to get. I'm so used to having other people do this whole group searching stuff for me. I remember I did it a lot back at, maybe a tiny bit at 130, but a lot back at 100, 105. And then also on a Nor occasionally would. Hello, Ivan. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I don't know what people normally search for the Doom Skirmish, but I'll probably stick to T1. I think with this group, we might be able to, like, if we got decently geared or skilled players, it's just I cannot necessarily trust pugs. I think the last 2 we got, the Minstrel and Warden, were great. Cat. Cat says hello too. And goodbye. Let's see, not getting any bites currently for the skirmish, which makes sense. People are busy running the new instance, but I've run that 3 times now. I don't necessarily want to run it another time. It's a good instance and all, but just doing it over and over and over again, it's a little bit much for me. I should, though, while we're in a lull, go to Bree. So far, not getting any hits. We could run this with 4 people. I know we've done that before. Yes, actually just got somebody. I hate to judge a player by their morale, or judge their gear. That's more so what I'm doing, but that's probably geared like my Rune-keeper, which isn't great, so doing... I think, yeah, I did post tier 1 already, okay. I already said on that. Get started. I should specify level 140. I feel like that's something that's just taken. Whenever I see people searching, it's just like always assume it's 140, but it technically does scale, so specify that's 140 to be safe. Oh wow, I got 2 people. Okay, whoever was first win. I don't know why that says a player is not able to run it.
Determined to possess the great rings of power, Sauron made
We are starting up, by the way.
led his vast armies to Eregia to lay waste to Caras Galadriel.
Oops. One player is not able to travel. Oh, they typed it before me. No need for me to send that now. I don't think I've ever had an issue where somebody can't travel into the skirmish. Oh, yeah, they might have to own before the shadow. That was a good question, Weir. That's a bit awkward. Yeah. I feel so bad for this. I'll give them a second to just leave before I completely kick them. Alright. Okay, I'll see if that person who first responded replies, and give them a couple minutes. Don't you all love forming groups and getting groups together and actually doing the work to do that instead of sitting around like being productive as I usually do while other people work on getting the group? Okay. I have not gotten the cape from the skirmish. As far as I know, it does not drop on tier 1 for the 6-man. Only tier 2 plus. So that's why I wanted to initially run tier 2, but tier 1, I don't know. It's just fun to run the skirmish, I think, and get more people familiar with it, get people running it. I might have to just do another LFF search. All right. Should I put a must-own before the shadow skirmish, or before the shadow expansion on that message? I'm thinking if we get another DPS, having you be in blue line would probably be helpful. Otherwise, yeah, I'd agree. Just like, you can switch if it feels like we need it, but I'd still vote run whatever you want. There we go, the org valid. That's good. All right, I believe everybody is here.
It is as we feared. The enemy walks among
But yeah, no cape from skirmish yet. I do have the teal upgrade for the cloak from the delvings. Got that as a drop.
We shall cut the enemy from our city once and for all.
Oh, I was getting ready for like all my rotation, and okay, sounds like blue might be helpful then. Getting ready for my rotation, Rune-keeper, like pressing, I think it's 3, then shift 1. That's how I have it set up for the first 2. A good burst. Usually north, but occasionally south. Wow, they actually came from the south for once. That is weird. Yeah, they seem to be confused about something. Let's see, how should we split the groups? I think 1 burglar per group. Let's see, captain. Here, captain will go in the group that's not with me. Yes, this is either north or south here. I think I did that right. That way I have a hunter burglar with me, and then the other one has captain burglar and Rune-keeper. I, running the 6-man version, have not gotten an encounter this early. I'd also just realized this group might actually benefit if I go on the blue line and start proper tanking. Yep. Okay, just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and switch to blue line. So it's still south. Wow. Not yet. And the third assault after this one will split up. Yep, we're supposed to go up the hill. Yeah, it's kind of weird. In the second assault, they only attack the north, and then the third assault, they attack both. Although one of them is staying down there. I wonder if pug groups usually do just attack them way down there. It's entirely possible. Oh, I'm kind of wondering if groups usually, because I haven't run this with much anybody outside the kin, if they usually just stay down here. I think so. Definitely make sure as the warriors stay alive. This is different than what my kin has usually done, but I do like this strategy. And then this is the double group, which I believe is typically at the end of the second assault. Yeah, I think at this point they will spawn a little bit more up the hill, so we just gotta try to make sure we at least aggro both groups. Is there some running up north? The main thing is just to try to keep them away from the warriors, and of course us survive in the meantime. But if we can all kind of fight them down at the base, that just means we're at least together. Okay, I'm going to... it seems like a few people are staying south, so I'm going to head up that way. Sounds like we're having issues at the north gate. Yep, there they failed. I think the problem was a bit too many of us were on the south there. I was about to boot us out. But yeah, during that part, usually we have the... I guess we can still kill things before we get booted out. Usually we have the group split up into two and fight them a little bit on the hill, but have each group, like, one group take north, one group take south. This time it just seemed to be a little bit of a mess. Oh, eventually it might boot us out. There we go. I'm guessing you all want to give it another try. It's kind of hard to tell with the pugs because we didn't really split up. So I think as long as we can pull them, it's fine. Or if we do actually like split the groups a bit. At the very least, that does give some reward track XP, what we have done. The burglar is swapping to a champion, by the way. I'll go ahead and start it up.
It is as we feared. The enemy walks among his servants at last. Hearken to me, warriors! This day we stand in defiance of Sauron himself! We shall cast the enemy from our city, once and for all!
Wonder if they're ready for an invite. I know swapping characters takes a while. Okay, I think we're getting the champion back into the group. Oh yeah, they're coming from the south this time. seem to be stuck on me somehow. I haven't seen that issue when they come from the north, but I guess coming from the south they seem to get confused sometimes. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to sit soon. Oh, guess it didn't like my never surrender. And then it sounds like the regular wave actually came from the north this time. It seems like, just in my experience, about 90% of the first assault comes from the north and rarely from the south. Also, just today it seems to be a bit the opposite. There they are. Ah, troll Rune-taker. As far as I know, the only role of this lieutenant is to take a lot of damage, you know, take wounds. I have never experienced it do anything other than just, yeah, take wounds and die. So I think for this assault we can stay here, but next one is when we'll want to split things up a little bit. Yeah, we only want 3 people to the south, so maybe if like you and Para go south, I think the champion looks like they're already going south. But that will be the next assault. This one we can all group up here in the middle. I really like that skirmish, just how many enemies they throw at you. That part is fun, but it seems like, in my first experience trying to organize with 2 pugs, I can't imagine this with a full pug group. But it's kind of tough to get people coordinated. It seems to require a decent bit more coordination than other skirmishes because you actually have to do a split up, and I think I had like who went where in the fellowship chat earlier in the skirmish, but then we didn't quite have that basically. Not yet. I think after this fight we will move, but I'm not 100% sure. Just need to make sure we have 3 north and 3 south. So it looks like the group to the south. Yeah, there we go. I think we have one too many to the north right now. Do y'all have? Yeah, do y'all have 3 up there? 3 people? Okay. I can't tell from here, they're all just arrows on my mini-map right now. Oh, we got a replica guy up here. That's not good. You can retreat, by the way, and run back. I have one advice, one piece of advice for anybody watching. Don't try to organize group content and stream at the same time. It's been a while since I'd done it. And I guess for the 6-man itself, it wasn't too bad, but well, the skirmish. Is the south looking okay? Okay, we got it. Okay, so we all regroup to the east now. And once everybody's here, I'll start it up. We did get a chest though for the... Oh, y'all are still fighting? Oh wow, I wonder why the assault advanced. Fortunately, I don't think we can fail the skirmish, but we're having the warriors go down here. I think I just saw one get defeated. Wow, this game does not want me to use my gambit builders right now. At least you can have a breather, but that was kind of crazy that they were still fighting down there. Yeah, I think the skirmish, the best thing it can do for me is, unless I get a higher item level shield, is essence boxes. I see somebody got 2 essence boxes from that one chest.
Have renewed their assault. Those to the front. Calascalebrin must not fall.
At least we made it to the slightly less difficult part. Especially just like doing it with two random people. It's so hard to do the communication without Discord or something. So for me, fortunately, being a warden, I can pretty safely AoE a lot of the stuff and mostly keep them off Celebrimbor, especially I'm in tank spec. If we had another tank, that would totally be fine. We also have a champion for DPS, we have Hunter for DPS, we just go through the whole list, but yeah, Hunter has a little bit of AoE DPS. Burglar can knock them out one by one for the most part. Captain is in blue line, I believe, keeping us healed. I thought I had more of these little skirmish token things to drop. Maybe not. I can't find them. Here they are. Yeah. So pretty much at this point I'm in tank spec, so I'm just going to run between the two sides, trying to aggro what I can to keep them off the warriors and Celebrimbor. Wow, I am rooted from something. That is crazy. Wow, this cat actually bumped the microphone, but she doesn't keep doing it. I wonder why the Emissary of War is only a signature. That seems odd. Well, it's a signature, but it sure ain't taking much damage. Oh yeah, we have to bring him to the spot, don't we? Where did it go? Been so long I forgot what to do with that lieutenant, but yeah, I've actually been exposed to it at least. I think that champion just wiped a bunch of those all in one blow. Without the double XP, it feels like the reward track's going so slow. I gotta get back into the mindset of not paying attention to it every little thing I do. Still making good progress. I think the level that's most exciting for me though is 65, because I can get the coffer or heraldry. I wish it were T2. And now we'll have them attacking from all three sides. Also, I'll get the encounter. No idea. Eurotruckery? Something like that. I have no idea what these groups are. I feel like I'm doing a very bad thing picking them up, but... especially swimming. Oh no, that's not what I need to do. But I don't know if this will like advance the thing, because are these the groups that are supposed to come attack us? Can I just actually pull them here? bringing friends. A lot from the north right now. Okay, Celebrimbor is healthy. That's the important thing. And we have... I don't know, I'd say a good 30, 40, 50 ads. Maybe not quite that many. There are 140 levels, Team Machine. Definitely more than 100 levels. There's a ton of content also between level 92 and... Oh, I think our captain's down up here in the north. Maybe. I honestly can't tell, but it briefly for a moment looked like that. Good, got the encounter complete. But yeah, there's plenty of content between if you're like doing on level. He was a small, I don't think he was quite an Angmorum, but like human sized thing. I maybe should have paid. Easterling. Yeah, I didn't pay much attention. Glad somebody paid attention. Sounds like it was an Easterling was the human shape thing. Oh, reward track. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, Team Machine, you were talking about like the 6-man earlier and doing the boss. I think that was you. Maybe it wasn't you. But either way, yeah, I think it was you. Anyway. The whole point is that, based on that, I should have known that you weren't talking about game levels. Yeah, it only goes to 100. At least it has the repeatable. That is better than nothing. That's a very odd bull in action. We have this very dangerous Tempest of Flame, so what do? Just run off to the side. There is actually a reason for it though, I want to make sure I grow this stuff. Seems like the champion's pretty much sticking to the north, so I'll try to leave that side alone. Oh, there's a troll in the water. That is bugged on me. Oops. I'm guessing we got it. Another Warden shield. I have 5 shields in my inventory. I wouldn't mind keeping one of the tanky ones from old Eregion. There's actually, I haven't seen this one. Finesse and crit. I think I like the tactical mitt one better at the moment. Machaka. She has a sword, and I think that's supposed to be a staff, but it looks like a sickle.
If you surrender the rings of power, there will again be peace in Eregion.
You know, I know a lot of people have, at least a decent chunk of people have joined the game because of Rings of Power. I think Standing Stone Games could have done a much better job advertising that there's some relation to Rings of Power. Even this NPC talking specifically about Rings of Power. Oh, Celebrimbor's talking. I'm like, come on. Well, we go fight. But this time, not only does the boss have their say in their speech, this time the friendly NPC, Celebrimbor, has his speech. Wow, what a shock. Turned into a Morthiel. People are commenting about, I think in the Fellowship chat and voice chat, how she looked like a Morthiel. Who see, the thing is I forget exactly where Morthiel comes up. I was thinking Karn Doom at first, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Do not speak to me of shame, Celebrimbor.
Maybe elsewhere though. Karn Doom is just what first jumped into my head.
You who welcomed Antharoth into Eregion. You who let
Very randomly, just because as I was turning my head checking on the cats, it's 66 degrees inside. Very happy to have it below 70 once again.
it was not Antharoth who deceived
I guess it's fitting for first day of December. Alright, I think it's nap time.
guilt of what is to come.
I forget that emote doesn't work anymore. I don't know why, but yeah, sleep just doesn't work. I have to lie down to pretend to be asleep.
This I swear to my last breath.
So be it.
Here's cat. Oh, stuff happening in game. And if my character wants to do his things, I can get aggro. So much lag. I'm having a lot of lag, yeah. That was kind of funny. Ah, minus 24 Celsius outside. That'd be nice. Sounds like it's cozy if you're inside, actually.
Forget this mercy, Amathia. If ever you dare to return, I will not spare you.
Ah, Essence of Will. Okay, I'm fine accidentally selling that. We do not need it. I'm just trying to free up a couple spaces for this. I can get rid of all these bad essences, like... I hope nobody uses... If they have anything better, at least. Nobody ever uses, like, an evasion essence. That is it. And we got... hopefully something good. I got... oh, I did get an essence box, so I did get something new. You know, I'd lift my chair up to show you all the cat, but she'd probably freak out if I did that. She's now laying in my seat if I did want to sit and not stand for a change. But yeah, I got a few essence boxes to use on this character. That's one thing I do like so far about maybe some of the new stuff they've added with Gundabad and the such. Beyond Gundabad and beyond, I mean, is how many essence boxes you get compared to level 130. They just seem to be a lot more generous with that, which to me was one of the big problems. In that, in level 130 cap was not getting the essence gear, but getting the essences for the gear.
You need not guise yourself in a fair form any longer.
Oh, we have to actually sit here for the skirmish itself to complete.
Why
Well,
still do you wear the face of Antharoth?
that's annoying. Unless it's just bugged. Heraldry of the
that you might
Ox.
look upon the face
Or I have that heraldry and I don't even want it.
time, Celebrimbor. All of the
Oh, this
elves
character's rings could be upgraded.
what you have done
Just
this day
random.
will
No,
not
that's
go
one of my
unanswered.
yellow pieces. I do have a yellow pocket item, even though I looted a purple one. I don't think the purple one's an upgrade. I could double check that, and yeah, double checking that. That would be the case.
It matters not. I have wrought an army greater than any in this world since the age of Morgoth. Do you not see? All of your triumphs and all of your failures were of my design. Your city
So what essence do I
and
want?
your people slain.
Oh, I'm in blue line. That'll explain some of my stats that looked funky there.
You will surrender the rings of power. The Valar have abandoned.
I still need more physical mastery, and I'm at a point where critical rating is getting to bigger diminishing return point.
To me, I beg you.
Okay, quest completed. We can now leave.
You must go.
Got reward track
Faces
XP.
the breeze. Lead the others north, and do not look back.
Well, that was a lot and a lot of fun, but I think once again I'm going to have to change the title of the stream. Unfortunately, I did not get to any leveling content, but you know, some point in the future I might just actually level my character through Swanfleet and Cardillon. Who knows? It is possible. I actually do intend to. I'm thinking, I haven't done this in a while, but doing one of those days, I don't know, full day long, but generally day long, longish stream is something that I could see coming up in the next couple weeks if I can divvy out a day for that. So I think that's a possibility and can definitely dedicate that more towards leveling. But otherwise, I'm also working on my delving video. Made some progress on that delving guide. Actually, it's a little bit different style video than I've done, but hopefully people find it helpful. But yeah, I think that's about wraps it up. I'm going to disconnect from the people in Discord real quick. Well, that is all I had planned, and it's a good time for me to go to bed, so thank you all for joining. I'm gonna head out. Oh, hello, Glur. Okay, sounds like they're going to keep talking, but that's okay. Anyway, I'll wrap up the stream before I disconnect from Discord. So, yeah, I think I pretty much covered what we did, upcoming content. The 6-man was fun. I just ran it 3 times, so got a little bit tired of it at that point, but that's true of basically anything I run that much and that repetitively. Otherwise, the skirmish I think is actually a fun skirmish, especially for a defensive skirmish. I was a little bit chaotic trying to organize it, but hopefully y'all enjoyed seeing that chaos. Otherwise, it is time for a snack in bed. So on that note, I hope you did enjoy the stream, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more, or becoming a channel member to support the content and the cat and the other one that y'all can't see. And thank you all for joining, chatting, and watching.